A Kentucky lawmaker is proposing to move the state's elections to the same year that we elect a president.
Bodie Brooks heard more about the proposal and how it would work.
Another year is upon us, and soon another election. But didn't we just have one?
If you ask too much, there is a risk that you kind of overload people to try to keep up with all this information about all these candidates.
Only 38% of Kentucky voters participated in November's elections. That's down from the last governor's race in 2019 when turnout was 44%. Kenton County Senator Chris McDaniel has wanted to change that for a while, filing a bill Tuesday to amend the Constitution and move them up a year.
So that's for the governor, the lieutenant governor, and then all of the offices like agriculture commissioners, secretary of state, an auditor. It moves those into even numbered years instead of the odd numbered years where they occur right now.
If passed, voters would also have to approve it at the ballot box. The leaders elected in 2027 would serve a single 5-year term to 2032, when the state would be on track with presidential races. The hope being that in addition to saving the state $12 to $15 million to run an election in odd years, it would also ease voter fatigue.
It's just tough to get the message to voters just that there is an election, let alone who's on the ballot.
It's McDaniel's 12th attempt at the measure. It's won Senate approval in the past, but struggled in the House. However, he's optimistic that this year might be different. Secretary of State Michael Adams suspects it may gain support because the governor, a Democrat, would not benefit.
To be very blunt about it, there wasn't a lot of appetite to potentially give Andy Beshear a 5-year term in the legislature the last 4 years.
Adams says he is neutral on the measure, but says presidential contests do draw more voter participation. However, the state could run the risk of asking voters to decide too many offices in one go. At the state capitol, Bodie Brooks, Fox 56 News.